Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, family and friends. Back again. I'm gonna stick with what I've been doing and keep these short. There's a big topic that I really want to talk about history, but that would take more than 5 minutes. So instead, I'm just gonna remark on something that I've seen a trend of videos where it is MAGA folks and Trump supporters that are upset about their vote. Some of them are crying. They're crying so hard that mayonnaise is seeping out of their pores. I want to say that I take great joy in their suffering, but ultimately that's self-destructive, because if it's bad for one of us, it's bad for all of us. And that's what they don't understand that I do, okay? Because there's the other group of MAGA folks that are still holding out, and they're like, well, we elected him to bring prices down. That's not happening. And they're like, well, you know what, we're just we'll ride it out and wait and see what happens. And I'm like, but I thought that he was going to do this XYZ on day one. I thought that you were electing him to lower prices, which they haven't gone down, they've gone up. I didn't think you elected him to experiment. He's trying something new, let's just wait and see what happens. I thought you elected him because he had a plan. He was going to get things done, and he hasn't. Newsflash, he had no plan. He just told you what you needed to hear to get your vote. He's throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks. He thinks that if he talks loud enough and he bullies enough people, that people will just capitulate. Well, everybody's not capitulating. Harvard University, for example, they said, no, we're not going to get rid of our DEI stuff and our hiring and things like that. And Trump said, well, if you don't, I'm going to withhold federal money. He's trying to bully him, which might be illegal. They're going to court about that now. And they said, you know what, screw it. We're the richest university. We don't need your money. We've got endowments from the 1800s we still haven't touched yet. We've got plenty of money. We're going to keep doing what we do as a private institution. You can't control us. You can't tell us what to do. Okay? They basically gave him the middle finger, which surprised me, because we all know Harvard doesn't necessarily like people of darker persuasion, but they want to remain autonomous. So they're like, nah, we're not going to do that, son. Okay? Of course, MAGA folks are all, when they talk about, oh no, I don't want to go into that history. Let me leave that alone. Okay? What y'all don't realize, a lot of MAGA folks don't realize, is that to get into a position where Trump and even Elon Musk is, with the amount of money they had to step on people to do it. They had to step on or crush, harm the little guys somewhere along the way. And that little guy is us. It's not me. It's not just you. It's all of us, because we're not in that 1% of rich folks. And the voters that are realizing that now that they made a mistake, they're realizing what I'm telling them. And hopefully enough of you realize that when the midterms come, or the next election cycle comes here in a year and a half or in a year, you start voting these MAGA folks out, so that you are stripping him of his ability to hurt you in the future. That's what you got to do. You got to vote all these MAGA folks out. I'm not telling you got to vote Democrat, but if you vote Republican, make sure it's not a MAGA Republican. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, that's my video, and have a good afternoon.